The survey of 2,000 British people found the average person believes they could avoid being bitten by zombies for just over 9 weeks. 1 in 6 said they would watch zombie TV shows for tips on how to stay alive. How to survive a zombie apocalypse. Where to head. Make your first destination a camping shop for warm clothing, waterproofs and hiking boots. You'll be spending a lot of time outdoors. And when you're running away, you don't want to slip and break an ankle. Buy iodine tablets to purify water once the taps run dry. There's no point in surviving a zombie attack if you're just going to die from a waterborne disease. Rely on a car GPS device instead of smartphone maps to find minor roads. You'll lose phone signal when power grids go down. Survival hacks. A plastic bottle must become your new best friend. If it's summer, disinfecting drinking water by simply leaving it in the sun for a day can become a regular part of your routine. The UV rays kill any germs, a handy trick known as solar disinfection. An unraveled tampon makes an ideal dressing to stop a wound bleeding, and it's perfect kindling for starting a fire. A condom can hold over a gallon of water. Don't let it rupture in your bag. Chapstick, Vaseline and hairspray. All great for helping get a fire started in difficult conditions. Once the refined fuels have disappeared, cars can actually be run using wood as fuel. The process is called gasification and was common during the Second World War. Starting a new community. Leave your house behind and head for isolation. Get out of the city. Not only will they have the highest concentrations of roamers, but urban areas simply won't be habitable once technology disappears. Head into the countryside and find traditional buildings with fireplaces and wells. A seaside region near a large wood is your ideal new home. Offering you access to a wide range of natural resources. Ideally, a secluded spot with high walls or fences will help keep the swarms of zombies out when you're settling down more permanently. Stick together. You'll never survive the apocalypse as a lone wolf. There's safety in numbers, but be careful who you pick as friends. Send scouting parties to find other pockets of survivors, or rig up a radio transmitter. How to forage. In the early stages of a zombie attack, you can scavenge food from abandoned supermarkets or distribution centers. Prioritize canned food that will keep for years. If you forget your tin opener, grind the top of the can in flat circles pushing down onto a paving slab. You'll quickly wear away the thin metal lip and get the lid off. The power grid will be out, so scavenge a mobile generator from roadworks. When the diesel runs out, you will need renewables. Scavenge solar panels or small wind turbines. The best kind of rechargeable battery is a deep cycle lead-acid battery. Scavenge these from things like golf buggies. A golf course is one of the most practical places to head for after an apocalypse. How to prevent sickness. Always dig your toilets at least 15 meters away from your water source and downhill. Wash your hands. Soap can be made from scratch by soaking water through the ashes of burned seaweed to extract soda, and then reacting this with slaked lime, made from roasted chalk or limestone, to make caustic soda. Boil this with lard or any other animal fat or plant oil to make soap. If you injure yourself, attend to the wound immediately. You can disinfect with alcohol and then close the wound with superglue. Skills. It doesn't matter how many supplies you have, however, if you do not have the skills to use them. The big one is first aid and a core medical understanding of how to clean and dress wound, says Raimi. If Daryl from The Walking Dead gets hit in the shoulder with a crossbow bolt, how are you going to be able to handle it? Modern society is great, but we've lost thousands of years' worth of hard-fought survival knowledge in the last 100 years. Many of our grandparents would have at least had some basic knowledge of how to handle a wound. Even if you take a standard first aid course, they teach on the assumption that you can pick up the phone and a hero will show up 7 minutes later with drugs and electricity. Outdoor survival skills are also essential. Similarly, adds Raimi, people don't know how to navigate anymore. There's now a thing in the search and rescue community called death by GPS. So do you know how to read a map? Do you know how to start a fire? Do you know how to create a winter shelter so you won't die from exposure? A less obvious example is conflict resolution and situational awareness. Are you paying attention to what's around you? Do you know how to diffuse tense situations without resorting to violence? In today's increasingly urbanized and technology-driven world, the art of bushcraft and survival skills may seem like a relic from a bygone era. However, these skills are not only relevant, but also incredibly beneficial for our children. As parents, we need to be empowering our kids with hands-on, real-life experiences, where they can forge an authentic connection with their environment and become familiar with their inner landscape as they overcome challenges. Introducing children to bushcraft and survival skills is a wonderful opportunity to put these qualities into practice as they face what could be the most risky scenario, getting lost in the wild or finding themselves in a survival situation. Of course, we never want this to happen, but if it does, we'd love to think that kids will have a few tricks up their sleeves to give themselves a fighting chance. We need to provide children with the opportunity to do things that, in times gone by, were essential life skills. Unfortunately, many of these skills have now slipped out of focus to be replaced by flashy technology and modern conveniences. These include using flint and steel to start a fire, cooking over a campfire, using whittling knives, building shelters, building rafts, tying knots, and learning to be resourceful in the great outdoors. There are numerous advantages of teaching your kids bushcraft and survival skills. From self-reliance to problem-solving abilities, these valuable skills can have a lasting impact on your child's development. Thank you for watching our new channel, True Survivors, Miracle SOS. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for regular child survival videos. Please like and share our content, and always remember, be ready, be vigilant, be resilient, and be a true survivor.